Ladies and gentlemen, Mancera is back at it again. The release of Silver Blue came out late last year, which I didn't even hear about. It went total under the radar on me, but I recently heard about this particular fragrance in the groups and I was able to get myself a bottle and I'm going to review it for you guys. I'm going to actually let you guys know if this is worth your time and money. This is an exclusive to Selfridges of London. So if you want to hear all about Silver Blue, stick around, it's coming up next. Welcome back to another video. I'm Max Forti. If it's your first time landing on this page and you do like to make a great first impression, smelling good, it's definitely a good way to start. So today we're going to cover a new release from Mancera, which is a house that oftentimes puts a lot of releases throughout the year, owned by the same company as Montale, Mancera's perfumer, in-house perfumer and owner and CEO of the company, creative director, founder, whatever you want to call them, Pierre Montale or Pierre Mancera is the nose behind this one. This is an exclusive to Selfridges of London, and it retails for about $180 USD. It's not yet available here in the US. Not to say that it's not going to be available here in the US. I'd say that places that do sell Mancera will soon have this particular fragrance in stock. The presentation here is very much the same. You're going to get the box, the little travel pouch, and the cylindric bottle with the screw-on cap and the M insignia up top. In all essence, it's going to be the same as every other Mancera release except for the color scheme here, which is going to be the blue with the silver as opposed to the blue and gold from the blue line. This is not a part of their blue line. This is an altogether new scent. Silver Blue is going to be an oriental, woody scent, and the nose behind this one, as I said before, is Pierre Montale. If you guys want to learn more about the house of Mancera and all the other releases, or a lot of the other releases before this particular release, go check my GBU, which I'll pop it up here somewhere, which is a good, bad, ugly from that particular house, which is an overview in the whole Mancera collection. So again, that video will pop up here for you guys. So if you guys want to go check it out, it is one of my most popular series on this channel. So let's talk about this smell. How does Silver Blue smell? Sprays are actually pretty good on these. You get a pretty good blast, pretty good mist with these. Silver Blue is going to start off very aromatic, spicy, and sweet. So if you like sweet aromatic fragrances, if you like fragrances that contain a heavy note of spices, including a very heavy dose of cardamom, you're going to absolutely love this particular fragrance. It is one of those polarizing scents, one of those fragrances that are going to be very hard to dismiss. To be honest with you, I think this is very androgynous. I think a guy or a gal can wear this beautifully. But I also think that the name Silver Blue is quite misleading. A lot of people will think that this is just another blue scent, and this is going to be far from it. It's not a blue type scent like your Bleu de Chanel or your Dior Sauvage. This is going to be a very beautiful oriental aromatic type scent, which is quite the other, different end of the spectrum from your blue type scents. You get a tremendous dose, heavy dose of amber, spicy vanilla with that cardamom dose in here that's very heavy. You get other spices here. I get a little bit of cinnamon going on. On my skin, I also detect like a little bit of an animalic leather feel to the scent, which I don't think is listed on a note breakdown. But there's definitely a lot of spices going on here. As you get into the heart and into the dry down, some gourmandy aspects will kick in, but it's not going to be syrupy or overly done or overly sweet. But you do get a caramel dose in here, like a dry caramel, along with a juicy patchouli also that plays a role here nicely in the dry down, which is like a cocoa-like patchouli. But the scent is not going to be very cocoa-like or very gourmandy, as I said before. It's going to be mostly a woody, aromatic, spicy type scent, which is quite intriguing and very exotic and very unique from the Mancera collection. Actually, one that I do enjoy a lot. Had I tried this fragrance back in 2019, I mean, this is the first week in 2020 that I'm recording this. I was just able to get this about a week and a half ago. But had I tried this earlier in 2019, I would have actually said that this was one of my favorite discoveries of 2019. But since I've really now getting heavily into this scent, which I think is really one that you could wear all year round as a signature scent, but I think it's a little bit better for spring, fall, or winter. I think it can get a little heavy and cloying when it's really hot out because of the sweet, that caramel, vanilla, oriental, spicy facet could get a little bit too much. But if you control your spray and you're going into a controlled, temperature control environment with AC, you might get away with this one. Needless to say, a great one from Mancera. One of the best that I've tried for a while. Instant Crush was very good last year. But, overall, I do enjoy the house of Mancera, and this is definitely one of the fragrances from the line that I would consider probably my top 10 favorites from this particular collection. Performance is definitely above average with this one. I'm going to caution you to don't go more than 2 to 4 sprays on this. The initial projection is very strong for the first 2 to 3 hours, and longevity is going to be 7 plus to 8. If you spray your clothes, it'll be 10 plus. It depends on how heavy you spray. In fact, these particular fragrances, if you spray on your hand, you're gonna get a shimmer here. It's very concentrated. You're gonna be almost oily. So it is very, very heavily concentrated. This is an eau de parfum concentration. Again, exclusive to Selfridges of London, but definitely one that I think has above average performance. So if, as you know, with Montale and Mancera's performance is never an issue, and this one here is no different. So my final thoughts on Silver Blue, another really good release from the house of Mancera. They did definitely hit it out of the park with this one. I definitely urge you to try this one if you can. Again, it's not readily available here in the US yet, but it will be available here, I'm sure. But if you can, go through a decant shop or try a decant from the groups, the Facebook groups, which is where I actually heard about this particular fragrance. My group, the Emporium of Scents Fragcom Facebook group, is what I first heard about this particular fragrance and was able to get myself a bottle. So definitely try to get yourself a sample of this stuff because it is really amazing. Really a great one. I'm happy to have been able to get a bottle and review it for you guys. But let me know down in the comment section below. Number one, if you're somewhere in the world, perhaps you live in London and you watch this channel and you have access to this fragrance, let me know your thoughts on Silver Blue. And furthermore, let me know your top 3, your top 5 favorite Manceras of all time down in the comments. As always, thank you so much for all your support. Thanks for tuning in. Please don't forget to share your support. It's very important for this channel. Subscribe for a lot more. Like this video. And if you would, please don't forget to hit that notification bell icon. That way you'll never miss out on future videos, new releases just like this one, straight into your feed. And of course, keep on spraying and wear what truly moves you. I'll see you again real soon.